Okay, this is going to be a pretty quick review on this U8 smartwatch and what I think about it. I got it on eBay for $15. This is a box it comes in. Nothing special about the box. On the back, basically a bunch of Chinese product description up here. Once you open the box, you'll get your watch, instruction manual, micro USB port, and this little tool, which is for, I thought it was to pop the back off the watch for whatever reason, but I guess it's to take this watch band off. The watch itself is plastic, hard plastic. It's alright. On this, over here, you have your power button. Turn it on. You don't tap the screen to turn it on. Here you have your microphone, and over here it looks like a charging port, but that's the speaker. This is your charging port under this flap. This flap is pretty stupid because you can't get it to stay flush to the phone. There, it's pretty flush there, but I basically just want to rip it off. The back of the watch, it's like an aluminum panel. There's a hole over here, and it says reset. The watch band, it's just real smooth. On my wrist, the one setting was kind of like too loose for my wrist, so I went up a link and then my hand started to go numb, so it was just too tight. So for my wrist, it's either too tight and have a numb hand, or just it being loose and flopping around. When you get the watch, before you even turn it on, you're gonna open this manual up, and here's a QR code. Go ahead and scan it with your phone, and it'll pop up on your phone. Install the app for the watch, and then you just follow the prompts, and it's really simple. So once you do that, you're going to open up the app. Let me show you the app. This is the app for the watch. Now what you're going to want to do before you turn your watch on is this notification part here. Select which app notifications need to push, so that way your watch can receive the notifications. When you open that up, there's a whole bunch of crap in here. Under System app, again, a whole bunch of different stuff. Now, notice, like Chrome, or calendar storage, or calculator. If anything will give you a notification on your phone that you'll get from some other app, chances are your watch is not going to get a notification. Because if you notice on the box, it's basically call, text, and Facebook. And it's basically all it's going to work for. Not even for email. I got an email on my phone, and the watch never even went off. So I just went ahead and just selected everything on here. next, what you're going to want to do is this accessibility setting. You have to open this up. You're going to just scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to see down here Smartwatch helper, and it's going to be off when you install this app. You're going to want to turn that on. So basically, to sum this up, open this app up, go to the accessibility settings, turn the app on. Go to the notification app and just turn everything on. And that's basically it. And then there's a few other things here you can configure. You know, whether you want a notification, you know, for a call missed, your text messages on or off. That's basically about it. So the watch itself. Hit the button on the side to turn it on. And here is an analog clock. Screen quality is okay. It's just not HD or nothing. You're going to notice these keys down here, just kind of like on your Android phone. It's like a menu button, except on this watch, that's an OK button. Like the select something, like OK. That's a back button, and that functions as a back button. This is basically for your volume, and that's it. So the two main buttons you're going to be using is OK and back. Now you have two watch faces with this. This analog clock that you're looking at right now, and this digital clock. Notice the digital clock is in military time. You can't change that. So I keep it in this analog. So whatever you have it set on, you can see I'm hitting this button here. Whatever you leave it at is what, when you turn the watch on, is what you're going to see. So then you're going to want to go look at what apps are on this phone. You have a notifier app. So whatever notifications you get on your phone are going to be displayed here, except it's only going to be for if you have a call notification, text, or Facebook. Nothing else seems to work. You have music. I don't have music on my phone to show you. So, but you can play music through the watch, and it'll come through the speakers. You have a barometer, which is basically about useless. So it shows pressure, temperature. Temperature is in Celsius, which you can't even, my camera on this tablet is not very good, apparently. And you can't change that to Fahrenheit. You have altimeter, you know, like that you would have like in an airplane, I guess. You definitely wouldn't want to rely on that. Where I'm at is probably 1,000 feet above sea level. This says negative 1.8, and I guess it's in meters. So that seems useless. You have a step counter. To turn it on, So you can start keeping track of how many steps you take. You just hit this play button, and then now it's going to keep track for you. The only thing with this is move the watch around, and it counted that as that I took 5 steps. So that seems to be useless. Also, Bluetooth. This is where you're going to pair your watch to the phone. It's pretty straightforward. You have the dialer. Got some buttons here. And then if you're wondering, okay, how do I call that number I just dialed? You're going to hit that button. Like I told you, that's the OK button. So, okay.
Complete this call, you must first dial a 1 or 0
Now,
plus the area code and phone
notice
number.
how my
Please
phone's
hang
also
up and
lighting
try
up.
your call again. Message OH.
So your phone's going to light up too. Same thing as if you get a call. Your phone's going to light up, you know, and your watch is going to light up. So if you want to talk to your phone and not the watch, and answer the call with the phone. If you want to talk with the watch, and answer the call with the watch. Your phone book. Sync your contacts. After you sync them, then you can view the contacts that are on your phone. This is probably how you're going to, you know, call somebody versus dialing their number manually. Go back. You have your messaging. Show you inbox, what messages are in your inbox, and messages that you've sent or replied to. You can read the messages, but you cannot reply to them. And let's say somebody sends you kind of a lengthy text message, you can only read part of it, not the whole thing. And you have a camera. This is a remote camera. Now if you notice, you can't see that, but it said like operation failed. That's because you got to turn your phone on. So now my phone's on. Now I'm going to hit this again. And now it's paired. So if I had this set up on a tripod, then I could use the watch to snap a picture. Now it captured the picture. Okay, what else do we have on here? We have anti-lost. You can enable or disable it. So basically, if the watch and the phone are too far apart, your watch is going to start vibrating. It has a vibrate feature, which is kind of handy. So you know that your phone's getting away from you. Under the settings, you have language. Set the time, set the date, and LCD backlight. I have that at 50 seconds. When you get the watch, it won't have the correct time. After you pair it with Bluetooth to your phone, it still won't have the correct time. So you have to manually enter the time. Then you have notifier, view. I already went through this. So that's it. And if you just back to the home screen, the quality of the screen is a lot better than what it looks like in this video. This tablet, the camera's not very good on it, but the buttons for everything, it's really responsive, especially for a $15 watch. So for 15 bucks, it's worth it. The main feature is that you can talk to somebody through the watch and hear them talking back to you. And you just talk into the watch, and the other party will be able to hear you. The other main feature is that if somebody sends you a text message, you'll be able to read it, as long as it ain't too long. But like I said, you can't reply to it. And if you get a notification for Facebook, it'll pop up on your watch. And if you have a missed call, that'll pop up too. Other than that, you ain't gonna get any other notifications. So, trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover. I guess not. So, if you were looking to buy this, I say go ahead, because, 15 bucks, it's pretty good. Thanks for watching.